Question 11a. In the figure, a square, a right angle triangle, and a circle with center O overlap one another. The ratio of the area of the square to the area of the circle to the area of the triangle is 10:8:7. Find the ratio of the shaded area of the figure to unshaded area of the figure. Give your answer in the simplest form. So in this case, we have this figure over here. We need to figure out basically the unshaded area of the figure and the shaded area. So I want to go through the unshaded area. So let's look into this. So we know that the triangle is to circle is to square is 10 is to 8 is to 7. So in this case over here, we can look at the circle, is the most important part. So the unshaded part of the circle over here, so unshaded part is equal to half of the square, circle, plus now with this part as well, we need to figure out, because this is pretty straightforward, it's just half. Okay, and now for this, what is the, I would say, fraction for the unshaded part of the circle? So in this case over here, it's actually, since this is a right angle from the square, what you see over here, therefore it is 1/4 of circle. So name it A and B, what you see over here. So half of circle plus 1/4 of circle. And we know the number of units for the circle, which in this case is 8. So circle in units is 8 because the ratio gives us 8 over here. So half of 8, so half times 8 plus 1/4 or times 8. And this will give us 4 plus 1/4 of 8 is 2. And this will give us 6 units. So the unshaded part is basically 6. So now we need to find the shaded part. So shaded part is basically the shaded triangle. I'm gonna put the triangle as a emoji, and then shaded circle plus shaded square. So now let's get the shaded triangle over here. So the shaded triangle, it's basically the triangle minus A. So the triangle over here, sorry, I was mixed up, but I better read the question properly, right? So triangle over here is 7. So triangle will be 7 minus A. So A is equal to 4. So that means 7 minus 4, this will be 3 units. Then for the shaded circle, so the circle minus A minus B. So circle is 8 minus 4 minus 2, and this will give us 2 units. Then lastly, we have the shaded square, which in this case is equal to, so the square is 10 minus 2, and this will give us 8 units. So that means the total shaded part then be equal to shaded triangle, which is 3 units, plus shaded circle, which is 2, plus shaded square, which is 8. And this will give us 13 units. So therefore, shaded to unshaded will then be equal to 13 is 2. We scroll up for the unshaded is 6. Okay, there you go. So the answer is 13 is to 6. So for part B, given the unshaded area is 86.4 centimeters square, find the area of the triangle. So we know that the unshaded part is 6 units. That means 6 units is 86.4. Then 1 unit is 14.4. So now, how many units are we looking for? The area of the triangle is actually 7 units. So that means 7 units, which is area of triangle. And that will be equal to 7 times 14.4. And this will give us 108 centimeter square. So the answer is 108 centimeter square. Question